Sup, players? All right, listen, here's what I want you to do. Go back to cash if you started putting positions on, because now CNBC is getting bullish. Now's your time to exit the market. All right, we got the Josh Brown bottom. Keep it holy, June 17th. Don't ever forget the Josh Brown bottom. The reason I went bullish. Goldman Sachs and a few emails that I got said the market's dead. You shouldn't even own stocks for the next 3 to 5 years. And Josh Brown capitulated out of the market and his Roblox trade. Phenomenal. So here we are. We won. We won the bet. We won the bet. We took Josh Brown's money. We've cashed out. We got 318 on the Qs. What are we looking for? 3 more points. No reason to be in the Qs anymore. No reason to be in stocks. Every stock that we were thinking about buying or we did buy has already got to where we thought it was going to go. So now you cash out and you sit in cash and you wait for the next opportunity. We did 17 trades today. I lost on 0 of them. 0. And I tried to lose money. I tried to lose money by buying these ridiculous names like MAIA and VRAX. I'm trying to lose money and I can't lose money. So right back to what was working. Go against what you read. I hate Roku. I think Roku's going to 0. Is it a good short at $62? No. Even if I think the stock's going to 0, the stock just fell 400 points. The people that listen to me at 400, 380, 320, 280, et cetera, they're covering down here. So what do we do as day traders? You buy Roku. You buy Roku and you buy it like it's your life depends on it. And then the stock pops 5 or 6 points, you sell it. And you say, yes, that's how you trade. That's how you make money, right? Everyone's screaming bear market, recession. June 17th, this guy's capitulating out of his stock that he bought at 130, selling it at 22. Now is your time. But let me tell you something about me, and as good as it seems that I am, and I'm good because I've learned the hard way on all the mistakes. I've blown my account up 3 different times. No matter how good you think I am, you still want to validate your trades by using VWAP. So, on last Monday, I came in. I don't know if I did a video or not. Walmart was crashing. And I had the same exact notion. When the market was crashing in 2009, GE was one of the last ones to fall apart. And then the narrative, or they didn't use the word narrative at the time, the popular consensus was, you got to short GE. They're going out of business. And what did me and Big Al, my dad, do? We bought GE. I was like, now they're telling you to get out of GE? Now? After it's gone down 80%, GE's going out of business? Great. I'm going to buy it here at $5. And we bought Halliburton and GE. You remember Baidu. Stocks that were already down 90%. Now they're telling us to short it. Good, I'm buying. Those are my 3 stocks that I bought in 2009. The first 3, Baidu. You can believe it. Baidu, Halliburton, and GE. That was my portfolio for the first week, March, when we bottomed back in the day. But what we've done here, right, is we're still not becoming swing traders. We're not becoming investors. Don't fall for the trap. Who gives a fuck? You don't need to own stocks to make money. Because every day I traded Walmart, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and today. Never once did I own the stock overnight. And if I was able to conjure up the chart for you right now, you'll understand why. Every day I came in, man, I'm loving this Walmart. When do I buy it? Oh, VWAP break, buy it. So even me, so let's say I'm on TV and I trust myself. I still wouldn't trust myself if Walmart wasn't breaking over VWAP. So no matter what your notion is or your idea, your thesis, or your argument, just let it be validated by the VWAP. The VWAP knows more than all of us. So if you come in with an idea, like for me, it was the Qs, Roku, Walmart, Facebook. Remember Facebook? We made money on the way up. Intel. Every stock that they were warning you about last week, what do? We take their warning under advisement, and then we realize that they're wrong. Hey, the stock's breaking VWAP, but this guy just said sold it. I guess he's wrong. I'm going to do what the market's telling me to do. I'm buying. And we bought Intel. And we bought Intel again today. And for 6 days, they warned us on last Monday, Walmart, bear market's raging. Walmart's done. It hasn't had a down day since. Stock opened at 117. Where is it now? It's above where it sold off from. So not only did you make the whole entire move back, now you're higher from where it came from. That's not what a bear market looks like. Now, whether or not we're in a bear market or a bull market right now, let me repeat, we are in a who gives a shit market. Trade what you see and you'll never lose. So if you exactamundo, I was going to talk about Ford. We're in from Ford at $14. Stock goes to 21. You just made 50% in Ford. There were years where Ford didn't move that much. What the hell are you not selling for? 14, we chased it on the way in. This was the beginning of the year. 14, we got out at 21. It overshot to 22.50, but then it rolled over and died. We loved it at 14. Here it is at 11, and the CNBC is telling us that Ford's in trouble. Ford's got to do recalls. They're not selling as many of these Mustangs as they possibly thought. They're F-150 electric, blah, 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 blah. Negative, negative, negative. What do? We buy it. And the numbers were phenomenal. And now what do we do here with Ford? The stock's at 15 and change. If Ford breaks under 15, you got zero reason to own it. You won. You're in from 11. The stock's at 15. That's what this is all about. Money. Take the money. So any inkling that Ford's going to roll over, you sell it. The reason I love this market more than ever is that it really seems like the talking heads are 100% wrong right now. If they're telling you that something looks bad, you get in. It's not even like a thought. It's not even a thought now. Sorry, not even a thought. It's not even a debate. But remember, as good as I am, I'm only following the market. I'm not outguessing. I'm not outsmarting anybody. Remember me. This is me talking. I got an 880 on my SAT. I like to bring that up a lot because my daughter's taking her SAT. My son's taking her SAT. My nephew got a 1580 on his SAT. Who gets a 1580 on their SAT? I got some sort of crazy super genius nephew. I'll update you on how his career goes in the world of, in the reality world. Test taking is bullshit. The way you learn anything is from experience. That's why I think college is a waste of time. Yeah, go to college for 1 year. Learn what you got to learn. Have some fun. Join a fraternity. Get drunk. Leave. No reason to be there for 4 or 5 years, paying 40, 50 grand a year. For what? Get on the job training. On the job training. Corporations, I think, in the next 10 to 15 years are going to start doing what I'm talking about. I think they're going to hire kids right out of high school, and you get on the job training. So would you rather spend $250,000 in college or work for free for a year at the place that you want to work? So if you want to go work for Google, instead of going to college for 4.5 years and then applying, want to apply when you're a junior in high school. Get an internship. So when you graduate high school, you have maybe even a paid internship and you work at Google and you get on the job experience and then you're working at Google. Congratulations. And you saved yourself, or more importantly, you saved your parents $250,000. College is nothing but a sleepaway camp that happens to give 1 or 2 classes. Come on. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of money. You know it is. But society has deemed it to be inevitable. Let's go back to the days where your daughter brought home the boy. Oh, he's a college man? Ooh, used to be something special. Now, not only is it special, you're an idiot and a reject of society if you don't go to college. We got to end that. We got to end that. Because either one of my kids wants to sit with me, I could teach them how to trade. I made $1,200 today. I made $900 on Friday. I make $400 or $500 on an average day. Some days I get my ass kicked, but you know what an ass kicking to me is? $400 or $500 loss. Do you know what happened to me on Friday? Let me tell you. I was down $3,800 on one freaking stock. Almost blew up my whole week. I don't make $3,800 in a week. It was pretty much about to give back the whole week. And thankfully, the stock rebounded, broke back over VWAP, and I got out. And I only wound up losing $38, really, $38 instead of $3,800. And the stock went to $4 after I sold it at $24. $4 it went to. What's the moral here? The moral is, if you have something that works, stick to it. I have never seen trading work this well. Never. Everybody makes a big deal in 1999 where your pizza guy everybody was a day trader. You know why everybody was a day trader? Because you only had one direction. You sat in front of the computer, you hit the buy button at 9:45, and from 9:45 till 3 o'clock, the market went up. How could you lose? And then what happened when volatility came back in 2001? Everybody blew themselves up. This market is, if you're just using VWAP, I've never seen anything that's this simplistic, that's so powerful. So going back to the original thing, right? No matter how much you think that I know what I'm talking about, and I'm good because I've learned to go the opposite way of the sheep. Bulls and bears make money. Sheep get slaughtered. Pigs get slaughtered too. But the one thing I've noticed for 30 years is that CNBC, they're clueless. Goldman Sachs is not only clueless. No, sorry. Goldman Sachs is not clueless. Goldman Sachs is complicit. Goldman Sachs knows exactly what they're doing. CNBC, they're inept. CNBC, they're inept. Goldman Sachs is smarter than all of us because somehow they've convinced everybody that you should listen to them. Like when they said to pile into the market on January 7th, reconfirming that it's not a bubble. And here I am, some schmuck that got an 880 on his SAT that never took a business class. I failed accounting. I failed economics. I failed accounting. The two classes that I failed in college were accounting and economics. One because I was raving, and one that because I didn't give a shit. I'm taking macroeconomics. I was like, ugh, this is boring. I'm out of here. But Goldman Sachs is complicit. Goldman Sachs specifically tells you to get into something so they can get out. They're trying to cushion the blow. So while the market's crashing between June 17th and July 1st, who do you think was buying? Goldman Sachs was buying. Then come along on July 10th, 11th, they're still warning you that this market's going to kill you. Recession's raging. Look at this market. You're going to die. And we have the best month in 3 years. It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. So right now, we are at break even. If you bought the dip, you got paid. Now we're at significant resistance. Resistance from months and months of resistance. I still think we're going higher, but now there's zero reason to hold. For the last 3 weeks, there was a reason to be in. You could hold the Qs. You could hold your Ford. You could hold your Rokus. And I mean, nothing going into an earnings report. But there was bullishness enough where you could start taking overnights and doing the dumb things that you do in a bull market. It's over now. The easy money's over. Now we're back to working. And you stick with the names that report, and you stick with just names in the news. Meta, Roku, Qs, US Steel, Walmart. These are awesome trades today. And now we're back to being in complete cash, except for my one stock that I own. And you know why I own it? Because it sucks. And I got beat. And I top ticked it like a rookie. And I decided not to get out. And that's why I'm still in VWAP. Because remember, when you sell your winners and you forget about the losers, what are you left with? You're left with all just the losers, right? That's what I own. VWAP. That's my portfolio right now. VWAP. I mean, I got dribs and drabs of naked puts on Ford. It doesn't even count. But BTU, blah, blah, blah. But when you're 98% cash, you might as well say you're 100% cash. And finally, as everybody's complaining, what have I been doing? I've been buying real estate. I've been locking into 30-year mortgages under 3. I've been socking away cash, waiting for inflation. So inflation, bring it on, baby. Home values go up during inflation. Interest rates are going up. Great. I'm locked into 3 30-year mortgages, 2 3/4 and 2 7/8. And for the first time in history of my life, this is awesome. For the first time in the history of my life, I'm right there where I'm going to be able to pay my mortgages with the money that the banks are actually giving me on my savings account. You talk about a bad environment. This is the greatest environment I've ever been in. Ever. So bring on 9.5%. You should have bought the house. And I feel bad that people are going to have to pay twice as much as their mortgage. But listen, you knew interest rates were going to go up eventually. But listen, once we're at 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, that's going to become the norm, and you're going to get used to it. When my parents first bought their house, 9 7/8 for a 30-year fixed, and that was a good price because interest rates had been coming down from 11, 10, 9. They were lucky to get 9. So there might be a time where you're saying, "Damn, I'm lucky I got in at 5 3/4." There might be. It might be a while. Bottom line is this market is easily navigated by VWAP and just having a little discipline. And when you're about to lose money, just get out. Small losses are easy to take. It's the, for lack of a better word, ass raping when you get caught up in a name and you refuse to sell it. It usually gets a lot worse. Nah, he's not selling premium. He just bought. He probably sold some at this point already. 315 was the target. He's in from 285, 292. He bought a lot of the Gabelli fund. This is his number one holding, GAB. And I'm telling you guys, if you want to make money with low risk, I don't know how they do it. Right? GAB. It's my dad's number one holding. Anytime it goes down, he buys more. Their dividend is secure. And under 6 on the Gabelli fund, let me give it to you right here. GAB. You want to know what Big Al is into. GAB right now at 6 and change, I think is what, $6.30. At this price, where'd it go? At this price, they're still paying a 9.5 dividend. So if you get the stock under 6, you're getting like a 12.5, 13% dividend. And you got to worry less about the stock price. It went as low as $5.50. Imagine buying this thing at $5.50. Man, you're locked into like a 22% dividend. I don't know how they do it. My dad's been in the Gabelli Equity Trust stock for 3 or 4 years. They pay their dividend. He buys the stock on dips, and he loves it. Another one, VGR, cigarette company, Vice Alcohol Cigarettes, VGR. Same kind of thing. Under 11. I don't know if they still pay their crazy dividend that they were paying at one point, BGR. I don't know why I'm talking about this. Yeah, right now they're still paying 8%. He loves dividend paying stocks that he could trade size around. Me, I'm all about that these intraday moves. And just, when I'm wrong immediately. So it's easier to sell if you're immediately wrong. She's like, this ain't working out. Fuck this. Sometimes if it lulls you into thinking you're right, it's harder to sell. For the day trader, you're right or wrong pretty damn quickly. Anywho, come by Thursday night. If you guys, we're going to have my pals on again from Trade Zero. Get a real platform. Do this. If you're going to do this, and I've been trying to trade on E-Trade just to see if I could, you can't. You can't. I mean, I was trying to trade, and it wasn't it wasn't a stock that was moving so much, but I was trading GovX. Oh my God, it's back to 4. By the way, have you traded GovX lately? So I'm trying to trade on E-Trade. And on E-Trade, let's say you have an order out there. So you buy the stock at 395. I put a stop at 385. Stock goes to 411. I go to sell it. It says, you don't have any shares available. The fuck are you talking about? I got 2,000 shares right here. But because I have the stop in, E-Trade looks at that as my order to sell is already in. So now I can't sell it on the way up. That's the dumbest thing in the world. So I have to cancel, lose the stop, then put the sell out. My stops are now is being voided. I mean, I understand I could just trade the stock, but it's just terrible. It's terrible. If you're going to try to day trade, do it with a real platform. Because why sacrifice money? Because you don't want to step up and pay $40 a month for some real software? Stop in on Thursday night. I'll show you what Trade Zero is all about. It's a retail place. But if you're going to day trade, try not to do it. And listen, I'm a pseudo-professional trader. It's very difficult to trade with a non-professional platform if you're going to day trade, especially when you're trying to get in and out of stocks like MAIA and whatever these MGAM is and crap like that. You're going to get lit up. You're going to get lit up trying to just send orders. You need every advantage in your favor. Every advantage in your favor. Number one advantage is me. Second advantage is VWAP. Third advantage, have real software. Thursday night, I'll see you guys at the Yankee game. Anybody going to go to the Yankee game tonight? I'll be there early. I'll be at the bobblehead booth, and then I'll see you at Bobby's Burgers tonight, Yankee Stadium. Tomorrow we're going to see Pitbull. Oh, stop the party. And once earnings season, I will shave this ridiculous wannabe beard. By the way, this is 3 weeks. I think I'm the only Jew that can't grow a real beard. What is this? Freaking missing patches. This is 3 weeks. Takes me like 6 months to get it to fill in. And by that time, I'm already bored of it. But I don't know. I just grow a beard for, I don't know. I feel more angry when I have a beard on my face because I treat this is a combat sport for me, trading. There's always somebody on the other side of my trade that I'm punching in the face or they're punching me. During earnings season, I tend to grow a beard because I'm in battle mode. I don't know. But then I love when I shave it because then I look like a little boy again. All right, I'll see you guys when I see you. If you're going to be at Pitbull, Camden tomorrow, tonight's the Yankee game, and then we party. All right, be careful out there. Make sure you come to the website. Prices are going up. It's going to be 20 grand a month soon to hang with me. Lumber sexual. Oh, I'm into all kinds of shit now, man. We don't want to have that conversation here. See ya.